Oopsie timing. Hey, back, Redstone, beautiful. Alright, hang on, guys. So, before this live ends, go push that button as it updates. Hang on a second. Yeah, no, it'd be more probably for me as well. Hang on. So, before this live stream ends, I need to get the note out there. Okay, the link I've just dropped in chats is to Red J's stream. So if you guys could go and join it, drop him a like and let him know I sent you there. I would really appreciate it. I am going to do the same thing.
Redstone Obby. Don't know why it's Obby, but alright.
Alright guys, like I said, the link dropped in chat. Go
I've been summoned from Aussie. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I noticed you. Anyway, so I assume that you haven't been around for a lot of this, so I might as well catch you back up on where we're at. So, as the title of this stream suggests, we are well into free play, which means that all of the story mode stuff is long since done. We no longer have to worry about that. And for the actual free roam stuff, I've heard it's a good idea to start from the Shire and then work your way all the way east, finding your way all the way up to Erebor, or in the case of LEGO Lord of the Rings, further south to reach Mordor. And there's Flash just being an absolute... being dedicated to the plugging and stuff. Anyway, we have no idea where the times 10 stud multiplier is, or at least how to get it, or at least the quest that gives it. And we need the times 10 stud multiplier because there's a trophy that says we need 10... what's it? 10 billion studs. And we already need a lot of mithril bricks because outside of loot, they are essential for crafting. So, and crafting is what we need to complete the quests that give us red bricks. So, but we can only craft things if we have the appropriate recipes, and the recipes can be found either out and about in free roam or... Wait. Well, for a second I thought this bit of tree here in Lothlorien was a quest that I had missed. Alright. Anyway, now for this next level, we do have the recipe. What we don't have, and the main reason is that we needed it for something. I just got a streaming idea, basically D&D, but with viewers. Ingenious. That I probably would be alright with that, since, like, when I play D&D, my main struggle is, like, coming up with a character that I can roleplay, which is why I tend to borrow other people's builds for how to replicate certain characters that I know.
Undeterred by the advice of the elves and the White Council, the dwarves continued their journey to the Lonely Mountain. Their travels took them over the high pass, where the weather took a turn for the worse.
I'm gonna need this game. Well, I'm streaming on PS5, so I'm running it on. So I'm running the PS4 version, but you can play it on modern Xboxes by. You can even play Lego Lord of the Rings on modern Xboxes by feeding it the hard copy of the 360 version. But there's Master Burglar immediately. But this is, I think, still. I think that this is still digitally available pretty much everywhere. Okay, who has lights? Let's get back the doctor. He can light things. And all I needed to find that was behind that light was that mini kit. I don't have a PlayStation or an Xbox. Well, fortunately for you, I think that even Lego Lord of the Rings is available for digital purchase on Steam. Granted, it doesn't have any of the DLC, but I think this might. I'm gonna need a... It's a good game still. Well, though, yeah, it is, but you might have to be warned. Going from taking a console game to PC often has, like, mixed results. I mean, just ask anyone who's played the Final Fantasy VII Remake. The main reason they do it on PC is to mod it. Wait, idiot. Okay, where is, Ori? Where's Dory? Right. It's $20 and I'm broke. I would imagine that some of the earlier LEGO games are gonna be at least mildly cheaper. Stuff like LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga or... I don't know, LEGO Batman 1 and LEGO Harry Potter. Then again, with LEGO Harry Potter... Actually, no. On Steam, you can buy the originals separately, or the remaster as a collection. So, how you want to experience the LEGO Harry Potter really is dealer's choice. Wait, I thought I had double loot on. Are some of the rarer materials, like diamonds, not affected by it? Or in that case, does it merely double their drop rates? Alright, be right back. Well, if any... There's, five viewers. I think this is like the most I've ever had concurrently. I might have gotten up to 6, but I've definitely not gotten more than like early single digits. Oh, no, mid single digits, rather. And there's Flash being like an absolute legend and continuing to plug. Because I myself feel a little guilty about all the plugging, considering like... Well, here's my tip, Flash. I do think that more good content coming from this guy. Well, here's why I don't do my own plugging until like the very... Hey man, wait, we're plugging? Hey, anyone interested in some cool comic dubs? Yeah, yeah, I could easily... Yeah, this guy is like... Yeah, this guy's done some like banging Star Wars comic dubs. Don't stress, you're always there for me, man. I want to do the same for you, boss. Well, at least that saves on the pressure of me being all... Also rip Tom Kane. Did he just... Oh god, no. Is this like a lumberjack's axe? Is it whistling like Monty Python's lumberjack song? Yes, Tom Kane passed away not even 24 hours ago. Oh my good goddamn. We just lost Yoda, Admiral Akbar, bloody, Dude was everywhere, including in LEGO games. I know, he'd even done Gandalf a couple of times. Though Flash should probably know him best as, like, Takio from Call of Duty Zombies. No, that's so sad. It is! He's got a... Sindralig, Ozzik Stern, Kento Marek, Ultimos. And I'm guessing that's even in, like, the video game side of Star Wars alone. I gotta go, bye. Hey, look, you subscribed, so... What more could I ask, really? Granted, I could probably ask for, like, more consistent viewership, but I'll take what I can get. Hi, it's one big one log. All you can ask for is what you get. if it's the sort of like, if you're talking about the sort of like good things come to those who wait sort of mentality, I get it. Also, thanks for complimenting the comic dubs. I didn't know you watched that much of it. I watched enough to know that you sunk some real effort into it. Real enough that I can definitely respect the commitment. I've got to play. Why don't you play Gandalf to commemorate? Tell you what, that's a pretty good idea to have my... I still don't get how you can... To think he was two of the most wise old masters in film history.
This is no thunderstorm. It's a thunder battle. Giants! Storm giants!
I commemorated him by posting some unused Yoda lines I found in the files of Jedi Power Battles. Well, imagine if a playable Yoda actually did make it into Jedi Power Battles, because of what we think of as like the Force-based Power Trip trilogy, that being Jedi Power Battles, the Revenge of the Sith tie-in, and The Force Unleashed. The only one to have a playable Yoda is, well, Revenge of the Sith. And even then, he may be fully functional, but he doesn't have all the tools necessary for, like, a full spot in, like, the fighting roster. I mean, you could... I could accept the argument that for balancing purposes, like, him having such a small hitbox with... Huh? He was in all three. You do hear Yoda chuckling, provided by Tom Kane, when you collect the power-up. Well, yeah, but... Still, Revenge of the Sith is his only playable appearance. In Revenge of the Sith, he was Yoda, Syndrolic, and the Jedi enemies in the Jedi Temple. And in The Force Unleashed, he was Kento Merrick. Legend was Starkiller's dad. Oh, and Captain Stern as well. I mean, yeah, he had plenty of boss fights, but he wasn't playable in all of them, but he was still in all of them. Well, that's exactly my point. I was talking about playable appearances of Yoda specifically, because while I could accept the argument that, like, having such a small hitbox, he was playable in dual mode. Well, Syndrolic was, certainly. Well, anyways, Alright, so, Ori. That. Oh! Right, make this one blue. No, you. No, wait, well, it was supposed to be green. Okay. Make that one blue. Make that one red. Okay, where's Feely? Feely... No, you nonce. Oh, this is like the actual, like, map of Middle-earth. I remember listening to an interview where he stated that for some celebration, I think like the 100th episode of the Clone Wars, the cast members got special jackets showing how many episodes they were in, and Tom Kane's was a super special one because he was the only actor to appear in every single episode. Well, I mean, he's already the narrator, so that's kind of a given. But at least he got that sort of respect. Well, he was in every single episode as the narrator, but that means his Star Wars legacy would be set from that alone, even though he gave us so much more, being Yoda ever since the Phantom Menace game in the 90s. That would make it 23 years up to Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, when his stroke essentially forced him into retirement. Dwalin. Oh. Where's Dory? Dory... What are you doing over there, you blithering idiot? Well, I shouldn't say that, because... You don't even need to be a Star Wars fan. Everyone who knows anything about voice acting knows who Tom Kane is. That man has a legacy that can never be forgotten. Yeah, that's just how prolific he was. Again, he was Takio in Call of Duty Zombies. He was... I think the Powerpuff Girls scientist, quote-unquote, father. He was, Whoa! Alright. He was in Lego Star Wars 2 as everyone, the iconic death screams that weren't just lifted from the movie audio. Most notable with Yoda. All him. I mean, I for one was probably the most surprised to hear that, to see his name and his name alone in the credits. Because I mean, even by like Lego Indiana Jones 1, there'd be at least 2 others around him. So in the bits that were him, you could definitely tell. Okay, here's the famous Luke scream, or one of my favorites, Palpatine's "Ah!" Right, well, we have everything, so don't worry about the other trophy. So I would have done Balin, Bofor, Dori, Feely, Gloin, Oin, and Thorin. So, the best way to make sure I get this trophy is by doing buddy up attacks with the dwarves that I didn't play as opposed to those I haven't used either with me or with the or with the bot. Okay.
Where's the Hobbit? Let me out! Move out!
How appropriate that we start with a wet weather level on a wet day out here. Ugh. Over hill and under hill still. Stone giant gloves, Misty Mountain shield, workman's axe, a yo-yo. That's what Saruman found. Maybe we should check out the stone giant model at the minikit viewer in Rivendell. Okay. Goblin Town. Starting with the riddles in the dark with Gollum.
Drenched and exhausted, the company stumbled across the entrance to a large, empty cave. It seemed luck had granted them an ideal place to wait out the storm. However, all was not as it seemed.
Looks safe enough. Search to the back. Caves in the mountain are seldom unoccupied.
We were to wait in the mountains until Gandalf joined us.
Plans change. Bofa, take the first watch.
What's that?
I don't know about you, but the dwarves really ought to pay closer attention to Sting. Or at least the blade.
Warning you, don't come any closer.
We've already got Master Burglar. An oddly appropriate way for you to find out, since Tom was a staple in LEGO games. Find out what? That he was that his was the only name in the credits of LEGO Star Wars. Shit, I just realized. Technically, Tom Kane was in my comic dubs too, since there's the LEGO Star Wars Death Scream a couple of times to find out about his passing. Oh yeah, that. And to be fair, old age was really getting to him if the stroke was any indication. So I'm hoping that he was surrounded by loved ones during his final moments. I'm not saying that'll make it easier for me, let alone anyone else, to digest. He was only 64. I know, and... I mean, that might not be as old as, like, my still presently alive granddad, but... Well, maybe that's the point, is that because my still presently alive granddad was 90 last birthday, he probably should have made it like a little bit further. Also, Tom Kane died from complications with that very same stroke. Flash, don't think I don't know about the stroke, because that is exactly why... Yep, I thought Gollum would scale these as well. Don't think I don't know about the stroke, because that's exactly how he lost his voice in the first place, why he was forced into retirement sooner than he had planned. What's scary to think about is what's scary to think about is where that will be in our 60s in the next 40 years. Now that I think about it, imagine if they re-edited the prologue of Fellowship of the Ring, so that now with the footage of Gollum from here. Yeah, I'm the same. I did hear about the fact that he had a stroke. I just didn't think it would be the cause of his death now. Okay. I did think that because there was a purple stud there might be something worth getting there, but apparently not. Okay, let's just move it on. Because the main things I want for the levels are the... the treasure items. Gollum.
My name is Bilbo Baggins. I'm a Hobbit from the Shire, and I want to get unlost as soon as possible.
Oh, we know safe paths for hobbitses.
So, why don't we have a game of riddles?
Yes, let's move. And if it loses, what then? If it loses precious, then we eat it.
Fair enough.
What? Has roots as nobody sees. Is taller than trees. Up it goes, and yet never grows.
Alright, so Feely... A comically large hammer. And it makes little squeaky sounds and has like sparkly particle effects and what have you. Oh my good god. It is looking for mini kits. There's more around here than just the answers to your bloody riddles, Gollum. Pull that closer, get a mini kit. Mountain.
The mountain.
Voiceless cries, wingless flutters, toothless bites, mouthless mutters.
Alright, Gollum. The ring. Why does Gollum have to break every...
All things it devours. Birds, beasts, trees, flowers. Gnaws iron. Bites steel. Grinds hard stones to meal.
Okay, Okay, I think we've gotten everything from Gollum's little abode up here. I'd be even more stuck if I didn't have the materials I needed. Time.
Time. The answer is time.
The ring. One ring to rule them all.
Come in. I won the game. You promised to show me the way out.
Where is it? Where is it? Stole it. You stole it.
So bold as to come armed into my kingdom. Spies, thieves, assassins,
Dwarves, Your Malevolence.
dwarves.
We found them on the front porch.
I know that sword. It is the Goblin Cleaver. Slash them, beat them, kill them all.
Do you know the guy who voices the Great Goblin? Sounds kind of like Tony J. But that was long after his passing. I think this is actually the late great Barry Humphries. I would know him as Bruce from Finding Nemo. Where is the You shall not pass! Or Christ...
The foe hammer, right as
Okay, now I can... Now I can blast that and... Oh, we should do a Wizard's Collegium or something. Alright, where's the doctor? Never mind. Wizards can't hit those targets. Oh! Alright, so... Bombur... Pretty confident I've done one as Dwalin. Oh, we get a unique finisher for... Can you do that particular animation as these two characters are alone? Right, where's Dory? I'm pretty sure this... There's only like a couple of ready stances that the dwarves can make, and each... And each attack animation is based on their ready stance. You have a guy jump on a girl's back. I think the way the buddy up attacks work, they have to be Hobbit and or dwarf sized in order to actually make the attack. So if we were able to find like Rosie Cotton or someone, alright, right, Ori. Bonk! Oh. Oh, Dwalin. Where's Dwalin? Dwalin. Yep. You know what's interesting? Gimli describes Balin as his cousin, yet Big Papa Gloin is also in this. Oh, Dwalin's hammer has some cool animations to it. Well, maybe that's just the finishes. You probably, because, well, it's low. It's slow wind up doesn't really incentivize melee attacks. Or getting a lot of use out of it in combat. Right, Dory. Yeah, Dory, Wallen, Huey, Ori. Alright. What the? Now we want Dory to... Okay. Right, so... So that's treasure items out of the way. We know that all mini kits remaining are in this chapter. I think we're in good shape, actually. Because, I mean, I, for one, won't mind not getting all mini kits in this run, because once you get the mini kit detector and, like, the last stud multiplier, then we'll really be cooking. Whoa! You're not here, Samwise, so... Okay, oh, I should probably be on the right. Oh, good. All right. 6 out of 10 mini kits. Pretty solid for, you know, not having a mini kit detector. But again, that's why I'm not so... But again, because we don't have the times 10 multiplier, I'm not really so stressed about that. I really got to get back into playing Lego games. But if you're looking for a way to boost your trophy and or achievement score, I highly recommend it. Like, people often say that, like, Insomniac Spider-Man is like... It's like the way to describe his show that, like, you've made it as a trophy hunter. But, but in Lego games, even when a trophy, like, is kind of out of the way, it doesn't really ask for much beyond that. So, okay. Right. Ball 4. A Biffle, Boffle, Bombor. Okay, so Bilbo don the ring. Easy mini kit to come back to get, because, well, you probably should already have the ring once you're done with this. But now that I think about trophy levels, I haven't checked up on Marks for like a long while, because he was who I was chasing for like the longest time, and in moments where like my trophy incline is stalled, such as like moments where like the free play trophies require you to get all of, you know, something. Where's Gollum?
What are you going to do now, wizard?
What? Oh, come on. Thank you. For a second I was worried that right, so Dwalin. Okay. Feely. Oh. Feely is the only one I swear I haven't checked. Am I gonna have to do all of their variants as well? Thorin.
Well, that could have been worse.
You got to be joking! Gandalf!
Only one thing will save us. Daylight!
Out of curiosity, do you plan of watching more of my comic dubs? I'm sure you'll enjoy the voice acting, and the sounds could be nostalgic since they're taken from the many Star Wars games. One ring to rule them all. I probably should get around to it at some point.
Bagels! Food! Curse it and crush it! We'll use it forever!
And yet, it's as Gandalf said, he has a love-hate relationship with the ring and himself. Which is probably why he would be the only one to throw the ring into the fires of Mount Doom of his own volition, because he'd probably want to throw himself in with it. Little did the good guys know, Gollum took the ring and took it into a galaxy far, far away. He added an obsidian gemstone to it. Mutated into a taller form and began dressing himself in gold. Well, I mean, Andy Serkis is basically one of like the pioneers of mocap. Certainly in cinema. And especially with his work as Gollum. Oh. We missed the mithril recipe. Well, which chapter would it have been in? It would have been in the last chapter. Well, at least that means that the only reason I'd have to go through any earlier one is to is the second one, so that I can get more, buddy up attacks. Gollum soon came to regret this decision, specifically taking on a certain apprentice who kept yelling, "Oh, I want to be leader of all else, or else I'll throw such a tantrum in his ears all day." Again, as I keep saying, there are many, many, many reasons to pity the stars of the sequel trilogy who thought that, like, it's a Star Wars movie. It's going to be, a big break. Only for the writing to really not be up to par.
I saw your little cliff-top fight earlier. The way you handled yourself with those pinecone bombs was very impressive. I don't suppose you have any left over. I have a project that they'd work perfectly on.
So you want pinecone bombs from the very level we're about to get into. Yeah, I saw someone hating on Rose Tico for kissing Finn without consent. What's wrong with people? She's not the one who wrote that bloody scene. And I, for one, payment is required for my services. Promptly deposit the goods in my bucket for collection, the Goblin Scribe. 25 gold. Apparently studs aren't enough. Anyways, it says a lot that people expect actors to have, like, a certain amount of creative control over the roles they take.
The mountain is that the Goblin King was defeated by a band of traveling dwarfs. A fierce achievement indeed, but I fear their actions have incurred the wrath of an even greater danger. I go to face this threat now. Join me in battle.
Let's go grab the doctor.
Their awful singing voices are not to be reckoned with.
I think I get it. I think I get it, actually. I think this version of the Great Goblin is a reference to the role Barry Humphries is most famous for, bloody Dame Edna Everage. But to be fair, it does say a lot that the only thing I remember of Dame Edna Everage is various, like, times Top Gear joked about it when referring to stuff like appearances on the Cool Wall. Oh. Oh. Maybe since it's...
Goodness. Was that the Goblin King's wife? Or perhaps his mother? Or maybe... oh. Either way, you fought valiantly, which surely deserves a reward. And let us hope there are no more where that came from.
Okay.
Oh, the tragedy. Our great king has fallen. So this means there's an opening for the position, right? I think I could be king. Didn't look too hard. You, find me a Christmas goblin crown fit for a future king. There's probably one knocking about Goblin Town somewhere. Whoa! Sparkling. That's one majestic-looking crown right there. How could anyone refuse me as their king wearing that? Thanks for your assistance, loyal subject.
Flutter my vanity sevenfold to find my prize of whitest gold.
No. Even with my magnificent new crown, those horrible goblins refuse to accept me as their king. I say we go knock some sense into them. Oh, don't look at me like that. Last I heard, you were a dab hand at duffing up goblins. Now, to arms. You can use both. And legs if you want. Ugh.
So fight goblins, except except our friend with the crown.
And another. And another. And, hey, where'd they all go? And, oh, looks like we might have got a little carried away with the clobbering. Ah! On the plus side, should make ruling the place a little easier. Here, a token of my kingly gratitude.
Do we now get a quest from...
How fortunate I should come across you on this path once more. I am told yet another goblin has emerged to take the throne. One more fearsome and grotesque than anything our eyes have seen. Are you ready to help me eradicate this threat?
Who dares enter my kingdom? Oh, you. You traitor! I'll smash you to pieces for this treachery!
At least I don't have to worry about being perfect like I do in like a movie. Thinking of it, does every LEGO game have a hidden dance party? Even LEGO Star Wars, the prequel trilogy, had the Camino disco. Yeah, it does. I'm going through I'm going through them all in my head to see. Morians can dance in LEGO Star Wars 2, and obviously Complete Saga had both.
By Luthien the Fair. Did that little goblin really think himself some kind of king? Well, if he did, let us just say I've seen nicer kingdoms than this. Well fought, friend. And let us hope there really are no more where that came from.
I remember a hidden disco in LEGO Batman, I think in the Wayne Tech level. I do remember there being a not so hidden disco in, what's it, in the, in the level with the Killer Moth boss fight. Right, speaking of which, did you see Killmoth's leak design in Legacy of the Dark Knight? I've only seen trailers that don't really look that much at screenshots. Can I DM it to you? Well, be my guest. So, I might as well look at it right now. And look at how they massacred my boy! And the subtitles say, "You were never cut out to be a real supervillain." Oh, good grief. That must be like, I want him to be in the game so bad. Now I'll be much more careful what I wish for. Anyway, so I don't need to worry about this. I just need to worry about... I'm gonna bounce. Hope you enjoy the rest. Talk later. Alright, see ya.
Foreboding fell over the company. They were not alone. Had something followed them from the Goblin Kingdom? Or was it perhaps some other, even greater threat?
Right, so... Fuck this, shut up, Batman. He was part of the gang in LEGO Batman 1, and nobody treated him... nobody treated him as if he were anything less. Oh, where's Feely? I think the Samwise can do that and light fires, but Where does this key go? Yeah, we actually got the mithril recipe this time. Yeah, I guess he had that lamp obsession, which was kind of silly, but he wasn't shown to be any less competent than the others. And most of the villains had silly quirks like his too. Right, the ring. What are you doing, Bilbo? Take out the ring and so you can don it. Right, don the ring. Build the mini kit. So you can grab it. Sauron. Smash that. I think that was the pinecone bomb that we needed for that, In 2016, Mothi got that super badass minifig in the Scarecrow Harvest of Fear set, and it hasn't been in any LEGO game to date. Why would they do that? Not even DC Super Villains, which uses the Harvester and the Scarecrow minifig from that same set. What's wrong with them? It's prime opportunity to honor my boy. I DM'd you the 2016 minifig, what we could have had. Pull it up on my phone. What we could have had. Why would they not use that? It looks like the original, but improved. Cooler. Do you have any idea how hyped I was in 2015 when images of that minifig leaked? I was so happy to get it. It's so cool. I can kind of imagine. Oh. Logs. Okay, maybe he had that. Maybe he just had that stupid design at first, and then he returns with this badass Harvest of Fear look in a second boss fight, where he's taken way more seriously. Fan can hope. Well, that's certain. After seeing the distinct differences between the two, I would imagine that's like the best thing we can hope for. Okay, Bullseyeing the spiders of Mirkwood. Oh, where's the doctor? And Badger. Oh, come on! Give me the... Alright, now will it blast? You are joking. Oh. At least I was able to make it work at in some capacity. Well, let's get to LEGO Batman 3. Let's make sure to commemorate Jury Walker's last proper appearance in a LEGO game. Well, it just so happens that once I'm done with this, speaking of which, do you have a favorite character in that game? It does have a ridiculously large roster. I mean, it is already... It may not have a doctor in it, but it does have a weeping angel. Yes, it does. I will say, LEGO Batman 3 is actually the next LEGO game in the list, so... So it's very likely that I'll find someone to settle on very quickly. Heck yeah! Something I actually know. Looking forward to it. Now, I would imagine that Flash is too. Flash, you mean Barry Allen? Maybe I should call him Legends, since, well, that's what he used to be called, and what his is a little bit still.
Keep berries.
A pale orc astride a white wog. Idiots. Come on, let me mount up. The eagles. The eagles! Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Goblin feet. There's the pinecone bomb we were looking for. A tuning fork. Blacksmith schematic. Mithril music kit. Oh, that's gonna become an eagle. Okay. I almost want to check the smithy in Bree. But I'm pretty sure that's what kept locking me out of opening the map. Well, first step, let's head on over to back to the Pine Forest where we just were, and turn in that quest.
Pinecone bomb I asked for. Thank you very much. This should make short work of that blocked drain I have at home.
That's what you needed it for? Wow. Alright, what else are we doing? I want to open this. I want to accept this red brick quest so that right, it's high up in Thranduil's kingdom, so in Thranduil's. So the more up we can go, the better. And that's up in that direction. So. So.
Pew! Pew, pew, pew! Greetings. You are in the presence of the fastest bowman in all of Middle-earth. However, I yearn to shoot even more arrows with even greater speed, and a mithril multi-bow could grant me this ability. Could I ask that you forge me one? The secret to a fancy flail will be your reward.
A mithril multi-bow. I should look at the guides to see what the reward, what the mithril schematic I get from the from Goblin Town. It will be no, it's mithril claws. I get the mithril multi-bow from the next level. Okay, what about the much easier to access quest? I need a refresher on what that offer is. So that one offers fancy flails, which isn't really that meaningful.
I can see you're no stranger to combat. Are you aware that wearing a pair of mithril bandit gloves will double the loot dropped by your enemies? I would quite like...
Mithril bandit gloves, double the loot dropped by enemies, and you would offer for it...
Are you aware that wearing a pair of mithril bandit gloves will double the loot dropped by your enemies? I would quite like a pair myself. I can offer you something to help you locate minikits if you'd forge one for me.
Well, that's the one that rewards the minikit detector. Well, I don't want to go back and want to backtrack after minikits yet. The Art of Combat, I think that's a mithril tornado axe. A drama bomb in Dale.
If it isn't me unofficial king's hand, my remaining subjects have barricaded themselves in my new throne room. Run and forge me a mithril bomb blade so I can blast me way in. In return, I'll bestow upon you the ability to hear nostalgic music wherever you go.
A mithril bomb blade for nostalgic music. Mithril bomb blade is found in a level. Doesn't look like there's that much stuff I can do. Right. Well, what I should do is head over here, turn in this quest over there. Because of course, the more quests we complete, the Mirkwood Elf Archer.
A mithril skeleton crack. Finally, I can bust this thing open. And many other things besides. Here, I'll let you do the honors on this one as an extra thanks or whatever.
I'm just here for the red brick, man. Middle-earth Carnival. I'll buy it because it's here. But it's not something I'm necessarily desperate to see. Mithril Candlestaff. Doguldur. From memory, I think that might actually be needed. I've had a bit of a look at the looking at the guides. It seems like that's what the quest for a ×10 multiplier asks for. But in order to open it, since I'm here and I'm an elf, I might as well get that. Alright, only the ring can open this. Alright. One ring to rule them all. It says a lot that I'm bringing Bilbo here so dangerously close to Sauron, who's so desperately seeking the ring to return to power. Okay. Alright, so Feely. All right. So I think that is the quest that is barring me from the times 10 stud multiplier. Or at least I think that's what the guide says is the case. So what did it want and what? Where is it? Anyway, since there's carrots here, might as well farm them to save up for Peter Jackson.
I traded with a weapons merchant in Lake Town, but the rogue swindled me with weapons made from rusty fishing hooks and rotten sticks. I've demanded that he return the quality Sir Moose staff I gave him, but the villain refuses. I'd hate to stoop to his level and just take it back, so would you do it instead?
It's the one in Lake Town? Oh. Well, if I'm going to go to Lake Town, if there's one thing I can do, it's grab the mithril crafting recipe for the thing that rewards the the mini kit detector. In the meantime, I'll look up where the thing was, where the Alright, so need Ori and Dory. Okay, Dory, Nori, Ori. You're gonna... Why would you... This is very complicated for basically no good reason. Granted, this is the mithril crafting recipe that will get us what we need to make the to do the to get a mini kit detector, but well, let's see what it takes to craft the recipes that we have. And if I'm in good enough shape to do so, I might craft one of them before signing off.
As long as you've got a hot oven and the right ingredients, you can forge anything. Just like making a cake. Yeah, you can probably for one.
Picked up any good designs lately?
Okay, so I can do the mithril tornado axe and the mithril fishing rod.
What'll it be?
Mithril slippers, mithril skull cap.
Hope
It won't be too hard to...
Brick, stranger.
Alright, it won't be too hard to scrounge up the necessary materials to make the mithril fishing rod.
I'm sure he forgot to mention, but if you forge an item just right, you can forge a perfect version of that.
But since I think this quest up here asks for the mithril fishing rod, might as well double check what it rewards. Yeah, here's the mithril fishing rod quest.
I've been a fisher hobbit all my life. So why am I only hearing about this mithril fishing pole now? Supposedly it makes fishing an absolute doddle. I'm a bit tied up at the moment, so would you mind forging me one? Not for free, of course. There's a doodad in it for you that helps you build faster.
Alright, so fast build in return for a mithril fishing rod.
Always tinkering.
With my hammers and tongs, you'll never go wrong.
Alright, what I gotta do is find it. A suitable spot to mine for the other stuff I need. So, the archaeologist pickaxe, that's the one that gives me more loot.
He hammered his own
Right, so now I have enough fish. Since there's carrots in here, might as well scrunch them up to get closer to Peter Jackson.
You've got a hot oven with the right ingredients.
That man, always eating those carrots, like he hasn't got a care in the world. That man, always eating those carrots, like he hasn't got a care in the world.
Ooh, it's hot in here. Times like this, I wish I could take my beard off.
Right. Mithril fishing rod in return for fast build. Let's go for it.
Careful with the furnace, eh? I'm not insured. You've done this before, haven't you?
Aye. Okay.
I'm sorry I forgot to mention, but if you forge a right, you can forge a perfect
A mithril fishing pole? For little old me? Oh, that's awfully kind of you. What with this and the mithril stud spade you made me earlier, you've made my life an embarrassment of riches.
Fast builds. Yes. Though, what was the mithril stud spade? That wasn't for something that needed...
There's treasure here somewhere. I can feel it in my bones.
That that wasn't something that a that rewarded a stud multiplier, so right. All right. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I should probably start thinking about signing off because, well, we may not have got a trophy, but we did get some good gubbins. So yeah, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. Thank you especially for getting me over, 200 subs. And so, yeah, that'll do. See you guys next time.